Alright, so this is another video on the Intex Saltwater pump. Another issue that I was having. It kept saying low salt, which is right under the low flow light. It's right there. Low salt. That light kept coming on. I put in what it called for, which was 30 pounds of salt. Did that, waited 24 hours so it could cycle through. Still having the same problem. So then I went ahead and I got a 40-pound bag of salt, so I went ahead and added the other 10 pounds. So there's a total of 40 pounds of salt. And again, I let it cycle through for another 24 hours. It was saying the same thing. So I added about 15 more pounds of salt. And again, it was still saying the same thing after 24 hours. So what I did was I went ahead and cleaned this out, this electrolytic cell, and it's working now. But basically, a quick rundown on how to do this, and if I get enough requests for it, I can actually do a video of it. You unplug this right. Well, first you want to unplug everything, both the pump and the saltwater pump from the AC outlet. Completely unplug it, and then take this piece off. It just slides back. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can actually take these off here if you want to. I never do that. It seems like it was more of a pain than anything, because a lot of times the gaskets will want to come off, and it's just kind of a pain to put them back on. So you know, I just do it this way. It's easiest for me. Like I said, go ahead and take this off. It slides off. There's a screw down, 4 screws. There's one here, one over here, one back here, and one right there. You can see it. Take those off. This just pulls off. And go ahead and disconnect this hose here, and you want to disconnect this adapter here. Now with this pump, you should have 2 plastic covers that will cover each end. Pretty much looks kind of similar to this, but they'll cover each end. If you don't have those or lost those, I mean, you can take like a styrofoam cup, put it on there, and then tip it upside down. But if you have those cups, or those little end caps, it makes it a whole lot easier. So go ahead and put those caps on there if you have them. After all the water drains out, put those caps on there, and then you'll want to tip it. You'll want to, bring this and tip it up, straight up and down, and then go ahead and fill it with vinegar. This whole little canister here, until it fills to the very top. So you have vinegar in the whole entire thing. Just cheap vinegar, great value vinegar at Walmart. It doesn't matter what brand. Just vinegar. And you go ahead and fill the whole thing up, and I usually leave it sit for about, 45 minutes to an hour. The manual calls for like 2 hours, but you don't need to leave it sit that long, because it dissolves all the calcium off there pretty quick. After that's done, just go ahead and connect everything back up, and when you put this hose back on and this adapter back on, go ahead and let just a little bit of water out. That way it'll clean out this entire cell canister here, and get all the rest of the calcium out of there. So let it drain out for a few seconds, and then put the hoses back on. And a good way to tell that this is working is if you look right there where this little copper piece is, it'll bubble, kind of like when you're opening a soda bottle. It kind of fizzes out, and so you should have, you can see that right there. It's just a bunch of bubbles. You can see it in the hose there, possibly. I don't know if you can or not. But it's just a bunch of bubbles, and that's a good way to tell that that is working. So if you keep having like a low salt light come on, go ahead and try that. It worked for me, fortunately. So hopefully this will help. And if you need an actual breakdown of how to do it, just let me know. Thanks.